That toughness and interior defensive presence this team so desperately lacked, and the wins have really validated the Warriors' new direction.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Andre Iguodala is perhaps the premier wing defender in the league. Dre himself said, "I used to always joke with my coaches, I could play defense in my sleep. But there's another me in the league. They have the same quick feet, and they can defend. They just choose not to do it." Kevin?
It comes from within, Doris. Thank you. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. It's Parker outside. That's good. Parker's got 8.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Curry can't get it to go.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
Now here's Duncan. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Warriors leading by 13.
Well, Tim Duncan, when asked about his retirement plans right after the 2013 finals, refused to dignify the question with the response. But last season's Spurs run answered loudly enough.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Man, a real mental lapse there at a terrible time.
Well, Steve, it would have been a big gap any time, but especially when you're behind.
That is good. And for Duncan and the Spurs, year after year, people write them off. And, Steve, they keep proving them wrong.
It's incredible. I mean, I think I wrote them off 4 years ago, and here they are continuing to just be an elite team in the NBA. And Duncan, one of the big reasons for it. He seems to get better and better, and he loves the game. He continues to stay in great shape and compete. Who knows how long he'll go.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
And so it's San Antonio with it. It's Parker outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bogut's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. It's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a numbers standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Parker with a clean look. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Parker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Here's Golden State. They're on a 17-7 run. Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, you got to get some bodies out there defensively, though. I mean, if things are way too easy out beyond the three-point arc.
Warriors leading by 23. The Spurs continue, guys, to be one of the top-tier teams in the league, both offensively and defensively.
Well, great discipline and efficiency, the continuity of the roster, the stability, and, of course, you know, what Pop calls corporate knowledge, just the unity of this roster that has grown over the years.
There's the bucket. Good. 1:39 left in the second quarter. From the top of the key, and it's... Golden State with another.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
That'll be a 5-second call.
You know, they can't afford to be playing so loose like that right now.
Exactly. I mean, this is when they need to tighten things up, firm things up, be more focused, not the other way around.
Thompson outside, jacks up a 3 from beyond the arc, and then some. Thompson's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, He is rolling strong.
And that one's good. Parker.
If they're going to take tough outside shots, I mean, they're better off just firing from the three-point line.
Yeah, I agree with it. I mean, if you're going to be back there near the three-point line, you might as well take the three. Just step back and knock it down.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter. Right? Oh! How did that go in?
Unbelievable. He's starting to put it together now, guys. He's added 2 3-pointers after hitting one in the first.
Curry's shot is off.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
Now here's Iguodala. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Parker's shot is off. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Then for the Spurs, Diaw comes in for Splitter. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
From midcourt, rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Curry with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 37.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
So as we conclude the first. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. That's the Warriors 5. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris.
Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above-average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
San Antonio's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. They get the rebound. Here's Splitter, and it falls over the rim and in.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
You talk about Bogut's IQ of the game. Steve, a great passer offensively.
He is. He's one of those guys who has a good feel for the game. He sets good screens. He understands angles. He's got a lot of veteran tricks about him. You know, things that maybe the referees don't catch. So a guy who can really help your team win.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Fires for 3. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 48.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow him down.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Takes a 3. And Splitter pulls it down. And the heave doesn't get to the rim. Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Curry with a wide open look. Misses the 3. The Spurs shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Here's Duncan. And another basket for San Antonio.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Curry against Parker. And Steph Curry gets the three. Curry's got 51.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 22 points for Parker.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession. You know, this Golden State team is clearly on the rise, but they're not without weaknesses. A bad turnover differential and free throw differential, both things that have plagued this team.
Here's Green, and it's good on the assist by Parker.
Assist goes to Tony Parker.
Golden State's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Left side Curry from the arc. And another three for Golden State.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
And that one's good. Parker. Parker's got 24 points. Warriors have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. He was all alone on that one.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Splitter with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, going into last season, Thiago Splitter accepting a 4-year, $36 million extension, Steve, from the Spurs.
A lot of people questioned the value of that contract, but Splitter more than earned it with his play throughout the regular season and in the playoffs. He's versatile. He can pass. He can defend. And even though his numbers were down a little bit last year, he made tremendous impact just in terms of the interior play.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Barnes comes in for Thompson. Lee with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Misses the jumper, and they can't get anything on the break. Spurs have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third.
And Splitter clearly, when you look at him offensively, is not a floor spacer. He's a guy who's going to finish inside. He's going to set solid screens. Even though he plays close to the basket, his field goal percentage dropped by almost 10% over the last couple of seasons. He was once superb in that area. Now he's just rock solid. But with the Spurs, in his role, rock solid is good enough.
Parker's shot is off.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. 64 points for Steph Curry. The Spurs shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3.
Splitter still shooting over 90% of his shots in the paint, but less effective down low. Injuries perhaps a factor. We'll see if he can bounce back. And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
And the wide-open shot from Ginobili. San Antonio again missing. The Warriors shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Curry with it. Leonard picks him up. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. And another 3 for Golden State.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Here's Parker. Can't get it to go. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This was such a pretty pass, Kevin. A beautiful assist, and of course it turned into the easy basket, but just a gorgeous play there.
On the court for San Antonio. Mills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. Austin Day is out there with Bonner. And it's Ayers in at the 5. Bellinelli pulls it in. The full court prayer. No luck. Green with the ball. Here's Rush. Here's Spates. Soft touch off the glass. Speights has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. And San Antonio shooting at 36. Yeah! Boom! What a shot!
Look at that. Man, what a play. Oh, my, I can't believe what I just saw. Did you see that? There was no need for the heave, and yet he still made it. Absolutely incredible.
Rush gets the bucket. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The shot by Bellinelli, no good.
Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots and the other team just a bit stagnant.
It's Rush outside. And another three for Golden State.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And here's Mills from the arc. Good. Mills has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Spurs.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Shoots a three. Livingston, no luck.
Well, that's not really his game. I mean, he shouldn't be shooting the ball from out there.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Got that one up quick. Rush has got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points. I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Livingston dishes to Rush. There's Green with the three. Another three for Golden State.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
San Antonio's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Mills, and that's going to be a treble.
Wow, just a total loss of concentration right there.
Well, those kinds of mistakes in this game is in danger of getting away from him.
On the wing, Green shoots the three. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his third assist on the night. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Mills, that's a two-pointer. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Mills has got 10 points now just in this quarter. And here's Golden State. They're on a 16-7 run. Rush gets the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Here's Mills.
Well, the league's so focused on creating parity with the luxury tax and revenue sharing, but I think the max contract limits encourage stars to team up. If you allow the true superstars to command a larger share of the cap, I think they'd be more likely to spread out.
Deflects the pass. Here's Ayers. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
You know, they can't afford to be playing so loose like that right now.
Exactly. I mean, this is when they need to tighten things up, firm things up, be more focused, not the other way around.
The offensive rebound. Has to Rush. And another basket for Golden State.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beatdown the entire way.
Well, when you talk to Clark about superstar contracts, it's estimated that LeBron James is worth 4 times more than he makes in player salary.
I don't find that hard to believe. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars in all of sports when you think about the magnitude of his celebrity. But you don't need to increase max salaries to that level. Right now, vets are limited to about 1/3 of the cap. If you boosted it to 40 or 50%, I think most star players would look for their own teams to carry.
Rush with the steal. Timeout called the Warriors. They lead by a tie. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. The
The Warriors, a team with big ambition, from their plans for a new arena to a highly successful D-League team in Santa Cruz. This is a team on the rise.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Curry. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
And the Warriors not just looking to expand locally, but internationally as well, hoping to become the gateway team to China.
Yeah, much of the Bay Area's population and the Warriors fan base, those folks are of Asian descent. The Warriors unveiled a special Chinese New Year jersey, a nod to some of their fans here in the Broad. Pretty smart marketing work by the Warriors.
Wow!
What can you say?
From deep three-point range, Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
And here's Mills from the arc. That's good.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry outside. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
Shot's good by Mills.
You know, if this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Man, they've done a really nice job of extending their lead, Kevin.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. There's the bucket. Good.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Puts up a prayer. Off on that one. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now.